Today marks 1318 days sharing lessons I learn and continue to learn with all of you. I hope these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about good things, doing the good things, and when those good things become not good for you. It might be that those good things is good things for others, but not for you. So today we'll share my thoughts of what we need to know, what we need, and what everyone needs to know about doing the good thing. So number one, I think that we need to understand that when you need to do the good thing until it's allowed to grow, because at some point that good thing could become a jail. So let's get deep into that. How long we need to really do a good thing? The first and the most important understanding is that good is not equal permanent. Good is not equal permanent. That means that the good thing that is at the moment in the future might not be good for you. And sometimes we need to reflect: is this one thing that I'm doing right now is still good for me, or now is starting to really hold me back? Because it's so common that something that was so good becomes so bad. And that's why we constantly need to reflect how much we evolve, how much we transform. And understanding that will allow to understand, is that good thing that was good for you at one season of your life is not good for you at this season of your life. That's why it's very, very important to really have that timing and let it go and upgrade when necessary. Number two, growth changes the equation. That means that the growth leads to understanding that this good is not good for you anymore. Because when you think about strategies to really grow your skill set, to improve yourself, it means that in one skill set, let's say that you are wanting to develop even basketball game, and maybe you are rating yourself from 1 to 10. And tactics and habits and routines to really that you need to do to go from 1 to 2 to 3 will be different to go from 4 to 5 to 6. And then when we achieve that level, now of course your habits, your routines that are good for you will be different to achieve 7, 8, or 9 and the expert level. I think that's exactly what is going on a lot of times, why people do not achieve expert level, because they're stuck with routines and habits to be good, not being great. Because if you want to be great, that means that routines and habits to achieve next level most likely will be different. And then what happens to us? We are creatures of patterns, creatures of habits, creatures of autopilot, and we stuck to the good things. And sometimes we need to ask, okay, how the growth how the growth changed me, how old me was okay with those habits, and what is new me is good with that habit, and be able to reflect on that, and of course be able to achieve success. The third thing I think that is very, very important to mention is that consistency always beats intensity, but that means that we're able to really do the good thing for a long time. At some point, we will need to really use intensity again. I love the rocket analogy because at the beginning of a rocket launch, you need to massive intensity to achieve some kind of movement, and that moment you're able to put consistency to really fly as far as you want. And I think exactly the same in life with good things. We need to put a lot of intensity to really launch that good thing, but after that, we need to use consistency to really make sure that we putting that good thing, doing that good thing, and when we actually consistently doing the good thing, that good thing most likely at some point will not become a good thing. It will turn to something that hold you back. So when you think about when your good thing that you're doing good thing, you ask like, how consistent I was doing that good thing, and you say I was very consistent. So now he's like, you can ask like, is this what I'm doing still is the best for me, or is something else? Because I love that as well that I learned from my friend who's amazing in strategy. He always said that most people stuck in the first good strategy, but then when you reflect and you're able to analyze, you start to find that there's like good option, good option, good option, good option. Wow, there is a great option, and when you great take after great option, of course, results are better when you execute well. Number four, good is not one size fits all. That means that what is good for one person most likely will not be good for other person, unless like they are totally equal. But there's no equal people, so like there's always will be some adjustments, some pivots, some situation will be a little bit different. That's why sometimes generalized advice doesn't work, because you do not know the context, you do not understanding the full picture of the person's situation, and knowing that good is not one fits all. Because that's what a lot of times friends and acquaintances and family members share, that this is what you're supposed to do. But doesn't mean that what you're supposed to do. This is what they're supposed to do based on their understanding, based on their station. It's good for them, but not for you. I think that's a very, very common mistake, including myself. I took that route, believing that other people know me well enough to understand what is good for me. I think that's again, most people do not know you good enough to give you a good advice. And number five is good should be alive. That means good should be alive. That's again like good always need to change, pivot, and understanding how we can really allow that goodness to really, because good things again, we need to look into what that good thing does for us. Does that drain us? Does it give us meaning? Does it give us purpose? Does it is draining our energy? What exactly the good thing does for us? Because at the end of the day, like the good thing is supposed to create life, create energy, not reduce it. And sometimes, of course, you're able to really lose physical energy because you're doing something meaningful, but we increasing emotional, spiritual energy, financial energy, and all those things is matter. And I think that we're able to do the good thing. And I think that good thing is a tool to really achieve great things, and it's not a trap. But at the same time, I think that we need to really review um what what we're able to do to really use that good thing for our own evolution. So the first thing is that we need to understand that good things is good for us when it is alignment with our evolution. We need to always evolve. We always need to transform. So that good thing is supposed to lead to some kind of evolution, so some kind of transformation. Being able to really develop, grow, improve, understanding that this is the right thing for you to do because you know that you are getting better because of this. Um, and the most important part, as I said, that the most important part is that good thing could become an enemy for your greatness. And I always reflect, okay, is this am I evolving? Because a lot of times is that what happens is that it's a learning curve. So you barely learning, and then you massively grow very fast, improve, you compound, and at some point that growth slows down. And now we need to understand is that slows down because you plateau and need to break through, or do you need it's plateau because now there's something new that you need to take on just to make sure that you're able to achieve new vision. And it might be that there's most likely doing a good thing, but you need to pivot in how you do things just to make sure that we're able to really make things happen. So today I will share like six steps of the cycle of goodness, of the good thing. How to know that you are doing the right thing, because we constantly need to be in that cycle, constantly cycle of goodness. So number one, we are inspired. We are inspired. So inspiration is number one. So we inspire really to do something, to be better, to transform, to evolve, so that we create a habit, pattern, routine, that good thing that we want to do. So this is the first. We inspired. We light yourself up. So when you inspire, it's the second thing. Of course, we need to integrate. So integration is a second step that we able. Okay, so I created and was inspired by this idea of good thing. Now I need to integrate that good idea. So I start to execute, and that good idea becomes part of me, part of my behavior, part of my habits. The third level is inertia. So that means that, of course, it's that big momentum. We build momentum because we consistently doing that. So we are moving with inertia, and it becomes autopilot. We don't think about it. We just do it because we did it so many times, and we are masters of that good thing. And after inertia, we need to understand that this is the moment where we need to start to realize that there's something going on. And number four is interference. And that means that interference means that it might become, and most likely become in the way of what's important, what's great for you right now. so that interfere your growth, interfere your greatness. And that's again, at that moment, life sends you invitation. So life sends an invitation. Truly look for a new way of doing things. The invitation is that invites you to evolve to a new level, to transform, become better. And that's a great moment to be, because you inspired. And at last step, initiation. And that means that you really let go of last good and you initiate new things and start working towards new things. And of course, because of that, you will be inspired by a new way. And of course, again, you integrate, you have inertia, interference, invitation, and initiation. Initiation, I think that is one of the most important things, and one of the most important words when you really want to pursue greatness, because you always need to initiate. You always need to initiate new things just to make sure that you achieve greatness. So I hope that you reflect as well about good things. What kind of good things you're doing right now, and what kind of good things that you thought were good for you in the past might be not good for you right now. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.